was a great game, and honestly, it started with our preparation. I thought we had a great 4 days of practice. I really liked our mindset. I liked how confident we were. And you know, I said something that probably sounded a little silly to most. I said, against Drake, your offense is your best defense. And sure enough, that ended up being factual. We got off to a great start. Steph Davison, I believe, had 13 points in the first quarter, allowed Madison to get going. Going into that game, we really felt against Drake's zone that we wanted to get paint points, okay, and we wanted to ball screen their zone. And we talked a lot about ball movement threes, and our kids did a great job of executing that, getting into the paint, whether that's to score, kick out, make the extra pass, with 19 assists. But what an unbelievable offensive game from start to finish. 5 kids in double figures, led by Madison Weekly with 25. Jen Kaido had 10. Steph Davison had 15. Charnay Lamar had 10. And 11 assists, double-double. And 7 rebounds, smallest kid on the floor. And it was pretty fitting for her to play probably her last game in Des Moines and go out with the win. But overall, it was a great win for us. You know, we did defend pretty well in stretches. We made some things tough for them. Drake is going to make a run. We knew they would. And what I really liked is they took a lead with one point lead with a little over a minute to go. And I was very, very pleased with how poised we were coming down the stretch. And then obviously Amber Sorensen hits a key 3 for us to put us up 2. And game kind of went back and forth in terms of free throws. And we was able to get away with the win. But great team win from start to finish on both ends of the floor. Probably as complete game as we've played all year. And I've had asked, do you think the non-conference schedule is going to help you? There's no question what we went through at South Dakota State prepared us for this same situation at Drake, and for us it was a different outcome. So we're extremely thankful for that. Going into the week, you know, we play at Loyola on Friday. They're in second place. They're a very, very good team, much improved team, extremely athletic. They run a ball screen continuity. They're led by their all-conference post player, Taylor Manuel. She can score inside, outside. She passes like a guard, great vision for her size. And then they have a point guard that's averaging almost 20 points a game. That's extremely good, very athletic, good off the bounce, very good mid-range jump shot shooter, also very good at getting to the rim. So we have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to be really locked in terms of how we're going to guard their ball screen action, and we'll do that in a variety of ways. And for us, it's important that we continue to take care of the basketball and then have the offensive balance and continue to play inside out and do what we've been able to do the last several weeks. But we're extremely pleased with where we are and the progress that this team is making each day. Starting with what we were able to get done in practice. Are there any questions?
How pleased do you have to be these last couple of road games that the team has had to go into places like Missouri State and Drake with some tough environments and come out in very tight games, be able to get those wins?
Again, I think what took place in the non-conference, I think we lost 5 games in the non-conference, single digits. I think that being in those experiences plays a factor, and then you're playing 3-4 seniors, and I've said all along you can't put a price tag on experience, and we have great leadership, and just being able to be led by seniors who have been through the wars is extremely beneficial.
How about the defense yesterday and holding Lizzie Wendell to a season-low 12 points?
Well, you know, it was a team effort. It started with Steph Davison. We switched a lot of things with her. Madison Weekly guarded her a little bit. I thought switching really caused them problems. And with Lizzie Wendell, you know, she's probably the best offensive player, one of the best in our league. You're never going to stop her. You just have to try to contain her. I thought we were able to do that. But our biggest concern was transition points and then being able to kind of contain Caitlin Ingo in terms of we couldn't allow her to score 18 points and get 16 assists. We was okay with her getting double-digit points, but she could not get double-digit assists. So we really did a good job of not helping when she got in to penetrate. We tried to make her finish, and I thought that is what allowed us to do what we were able to do defensively. Any other questions?
What are a couple of the top things that this team has done consistently in the conference part of your schedule to get out to this 6-1 start and be in first place?
Well, we've defended extremely well. We get extremely locked into scouting report. Our scouting report details our kids get locked into, they pay attention to, and then being able to make adjustments at halftime. They've also been able to lock into the adjustments. But our offensive execution in terms of being able to get more people to score, the balance has been very good. And then obviously our ability to take care of the basketball and share the basketball has been extremely beneficial as well.
Has there been a player or two that's really surprised you on how they played in the conference schedule, or is it everybody pretty much doing what you expected out of it?
Yes and no. No, from the standpoint that we expected Steph Davison, Jen Keitel, those kids to score a little bit more for us in the non-conference. We kind of figured it would take Jen a little bit more in the non-conference to get herself in a rhythm, but then we were also expecting her to give us a little bit more. And then both of those kids, obviously, once we hit conference play, have played extremely well for us on the offensive end. And that's where that balance comes in. Madison Weekly and Amber Sorensen has really carried us and have been very consistent for us. But you add those two, and then anytime Charnay, because people started leaving her open, and now she's knocking down those shots, and it just makes us extremely harder to guard when you have 5 kids on the floor that defense has to pay attention to. Any other questions?
How's Charnay's health today?
Well, I talked with her late last night, and it was first of all, it was a cramp. But I will tell you, my heart skipped a lot of beats when she went down. But she's doing fairly well. She was a little sore last night. I expect her to practice, maybe on a limited basis tomorrow, but she'll be ready to go come Friday. Any other questions?
Tanya, I know a lot of teams, you want to be in this position, be in sole possession, but with that comes the added pressure. How do you like the fact that you're going to have the added pressure now?
Well, I don't look at it as added pressure. For us, we go about our business like we do every day, and we try to get better every single day we step out on the floor, and it starts with practice, and we will continue that mindset. For us, it's being in the moment, and the biggest game is your next game, and our kids have really bought in, and they understand that. So we don't look at it as added pressure as much as we look at it as an opportunity to get better.
It does put the target on your back, though. Do you think this is a group of ladies that they can handle that? They're veterans, they've been around, that they know what that's like?
No, well, this is the same group that literally played for a conference championship in the final game 2 years ago, or a share of it, to lose to Indiana State at home. So yeah, we've been in those moments. They understand what's at stake each and every game. They understand that our game is the game that we're in is the most important game. They also understand that from top to bottom, anybody can beat anyone on any given night. We're not in any position to overlook anybody. It's about us getting better each day, and that will continue to be our approach. Any other questions? Thank you.